So Allison Jones called me in to do an audition for Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is an improvised show, so there's no lines. So, and then she said, I'm bringing you straight to producers being Larry David, and he's gonna read with you. He's gonna do the audition with you. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to do an improv audition with Larry David as my audition. And I got there, I was super nervous, and she was like, okay, so the situation is, you invited Larry to your kid's birthday party and he never RSVP'd, and now you're gonna run into him in a store and you're gonna confront him about why didn't he RSVP. I was like, great, got it. So we start, and Larry David is staring back at me, and I just froze. I just kept saying, but you didn't RSVP. But you didn't RSVP, but you just didn't RSVP. Like, I didn't offer anything new. I didn't take the scene anywhere interesting. It was a total bomb. Like, I failed. It was awful. But that's not the worst part, everybody. Failing in your audition with Larry David was not the sad part of this story. So what happened was, after the audition was over, I misinterpreted a gesture from Larry David. I thought he was, like, gesturing for a hug, goodbye. Which is odd, but also not that odd, because I feel like people in LA like hug hello and goodbye all the time. So
he doesn't seem like much of a hugger.
No, he doesn't, which is very odd. But I was like, well, I'm not gonna not hug him goodbye. Like, he's being so friendly. And like, I hugged Allison, you know, because I'd known her, so I hug her, and then he made a gesture. I'm like, oh, okay. And then just as I was getting ready to hug him, I realized he was gesturing for the door. He was not gesturing for, he was like, thanks for coming in. Not being like, thanks for coming in.
So did you go through with the hug? I don't remember.
I was so close that I
had to finish.
Well, then I had to then I started to recoil, but then he saw that I was going to hug him, so he was gonna and then we did like this thing, and
oh, I love it.
Like the, are we hugging, are we not hugging sort of thing. And I didn't know how to get out of it, so I just like did one of those and left.